Hey, how's it going, friend? I'm Juan Pablo. Today's topic, can I use hard money to buy a property that's not distressed? Now, I'm on YouTube, and I appreciate everyone's feedback, but I get a lot of questions about that. Well, I understand, Juan Pablo, that a hard money lender provides you with the money to buy the property as well as fix it up. Rehab, repairs, got it? Construction work. But what if there is no rehab, repairs, construction work that is needed? Will a hard money lender still finance or fund that property? Well, actually, yes, they will, right? Because the only thing they care is a simple formula, which is as follows. The purchase price plus the repairs must be equal to, let's say, 70% of the ARV, the after repair value. So if you're buying a property, let's say the after repair value is $100,000, to make the math easy. 70% of $100,000 is $70,000. So in that scenario, the purchase price plus the repairs must be no greater than $70,000 if you want to buy that property using 100% financing. Hence the name, 100% finance. That's what we teach. How to finance your assets, 100% finance. But if you want to do that model, you can. So the repairs are zero, and you buy the property for $70,000. In that scenario, $70,000 purchase price plus zero repairs will be equal to 70% of the ARV if the ARV is $100,000. So the math works. I actually bought a property just like that. I bought a single family property. Now let me give you some backdrop, some back information on how I acquired this property. I was doing a fix and flip on the property, and I hired a new electrician. So electrician's doing this thing, and he reached out to me and said, "Hey Juan, you're an investor, right?" I said, "Yeah." "Hey, I actually got a house I'm looking to sell because my wife's divorcing me and I have to move out. She moved out already and I no longer want the house, and it's just a pain in the butt, and I want to get into the landlord business and so forth." And I said, "Okay." And he said, "Well, how much can you offer for the house?" And I started laughing. I said, "Bro, I didn't even see the house. I don't know if there's any repairs needed. I don't even know the address. I don't even know what the value is. How can I give you?" I said, "How can I give you a price?" And he started laughing. He said, "Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't even think about it." And I was like, "Well, let me ask you this. How much do you want?" I said, "But keep in mind, I am an investor, as you stated. And being I'm an investor, I always invest in real estate, meaning I buy properties at a discount. So I have to buy this property at a discount, electrician, in order for me to consider moving forward. So I'm already painting a picture in his mind to sell it to me at a discount." And he said, "All right, that's cool." I said, "All right, great. Well, how about we take a look at the property? I'll bring my other construction team workers there because I know you're an electrician, but I need to see what's going on with the roof and maybe the water heater, all that good stuff." So I got a bid out there. Now this property was not distressed. It was in great condition. However, it had a few cosmetic things that needed to be done, which is not bad, right? Cosmetic, maybe no more than $5,000. So the property was worth, if my memory serves me correctly, $55,000, and I was able to get this property under contract for about $25,000. So if you do the math, I'm still getting under 70% of the ARV, right? And the repairs were about $5,000. Now this is the kicker. I actually got money back at closing, believe it or not. The only money I spent on this property was $300 for an appraisal, because that's what the hard money lender needs to move forward with it. So I end up, just watch this. Once we're about to close on the property, I put in the contract, I want the property to be in broom swept condition. I'm going to take a physical inspection of the property 3 days prior to closing. 3 days prior to closing, the property was not in broom swept condition. Again, it wasn't distressed. It was just a mess. He had clothes, furniture still on the property. He even had a dog. Man, it was horrible. It was in December. The dog chained up on the front porch. Bare elements. Freezing. No food, no water. You could see his rib cage. He was emaciated, whatever that word is. Like it was horrible, right? So we had to call the Humane Society to remove the dog and so forth. And I said, "Hey, electrician, this contract says broom swept condition. It's not." So we got two choices. Either A, we don't close. Or actually three choices. A, we don't close. Or B, you had 3 days to get everything cleaned up, broom swept condition. Or C, my team and I can do it. But if you want my team and I can do it, hey contractor, how much would it cost to get all this stuff straight? Oh, you said $400 to remove the furniture, make a broom sweat. It'll cost you, electrician, $1,100. And an electrician said, well, I'm out of town, so I'm not able to do it myself or with my team. So, all right, if it gotta be $1,100, then so be it. So I ended up getting an $1,100 check at closing because I bought it for one, less than 70% of the ARV, and I negotiated a repair allowance at closing. So I'm giving you guys all the jewels. And as a result of that property, I spent $300 on appraisal, but I walked out the closing table, out the closing room, with a $1,100 check in my hand. How many people you know that can buy a property and get money back at closing, put no money down, aka got it 100% finance? So if you're interested in learning more about the financing aspect, because that's one thing that perplexes me, right? As a real estate investor, you should know about financing. Unless you got deep pockets or rich uncle or whatever the case may be, you have to learn how to creatively finance these deals. So that way you can use debt as leverage to get yourself into an income producing property. And I still own this property today. I did a fix and rent model. Used hard money to buy it, did a little fixing, $5,000 worth cosmetic, right? And then I rented it out, still am, to a Section 8 tenant. So it's important, it's imperative that you learn financing. So if you're interested in learning more about financing such as hard money, and you want to be able to acquire properties that aren't even distressed, or even properties that are distressed and want to do fix and rent, I highly recommend you apply for hard money so we can show you the way. With our hard money lender, we have it at affordable rates, very, very affordable, as well as we give you the tool list of what you need to do to get started in the fix and rent or fix and flip model. And I also recommend you book a call with us so you can learn more. All right, just check the link below to learn more. As always, guys, this is to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace.